So, well, I'm gonna give y'all something. Let's start with something easy.
Okay. That's great. That'll work.
Always.
How did you meet? How did you know like this is the one? This is the one. How did that go?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell the truth.
Okay.
I would tell the truthful version, and he would.
Oh, you doing
make
the
up
ad
a
lib?
version.
Okay.
Yes, that's his ad lib.
Okay. All right.
How we met was I was working at the bank. I won't say the name, but I was working at the bank as a teller. And I was on the front line, and that's how we met, from him waiting on me. So it was like if, you go into the bank, it's always a long line. It's on a Friday.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, back in the day. So you don't have to do that now. But
No.
yeah, this was some years ago.
Yeah.
We're talking about over 20-some odd years.
yeah.
So I'm at the bank. I'm helping people, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we have a line. He comes up, and he won't go to any other teller. He will only stay and wait for me. So, and at first, I wasn't paying no attention because I'm working. My head is down. I'm counting money.
Right.
So this man, it was another teller that was available. People were behind him, and he was like, "Oh no, you can go ahead and go. I'm just gonna wait for her." And so, and I kind of heard that, and I'm like, "Is he waiting for me?
No.
Why is he waiting on me?" So he comes to my line when I'm available, and he. I guess he was helping out his coworkers or whatever. So he would bring like 4 and 5 checks to be cashed. Okay? And all this time, I'm cashing these checks, but he's looking at me like, this is a teller line, and he's looking at me like in my face. And I'm intimidated. I'm counting money, so my hands are shaking. I'm just like,
Making
what?
me nervous.
Yes. I'm like,
My
'cause,
goodness.
when somebody, you can see somebody
Yes.
looking at you the
Yes.
whole time. So,
You can
of
feel
course,
it.
my head is down. I'm like, what in the world? Why is he looking at me? He's constantly just looking at me. So you
brought 4
first.
checks so you could have more time. Is that
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
helping out no
I don't
coworkers?
know what it was,
per se.
but I'm telling you, he was making me nervous. So that's how we met. But it continued initially, but it continued when I moved to the drive-through window.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm at the drive-through window. Darn if he didn't come to the drive-through window
Persistence.
with 4 checks. You ain't
I
supposed to
did.
do that in the drive-through. You need to bring yourself on the inside. He still comes in and cash
you're
all
not
this
supposed to
at
do
4
that.
o'clock. The bank closes at 4. He would come at like 4:01, 4:02. We getting ready to. I'm ready to go home. We trying to count money balance. Here he come rolling up to the window. So he followed me. I think he came in first.
Right.
He came in first and
Yeah.
didn't see me on the regular teller line.
Yeah.
So then he got back in his car, came through the drive-through.
That's why it was 402.
It was but see, he wanted you,
That
now
meant
you
he
about to
came
get
in
off.
at 3:59.
Then he could
Exactly.
he could take you somewhere. Like, you about to get off work, Just saying. I was up
well, yeah,
plotting
yeah.
and scheming and strategizing.
Yeah, but it was more times I actually came in besides the time for her being at the teller line and then in the drive-through.
Yeah.
It was like 6 months difference. And she skipped over a whole lot of stuff.
It wasn't that
That's
long.
okay.
I met
That's
you
okay.
when did I meet you? I met you in January, and we didn't start dating until May. So that's like 5 months.
I was dating somebody else.
Don't make a difference. Who got
Go
you?
ahead.
Who got you though?
Okay.
You
go
did.
on.
So-
Well, let's talk about that part. Let's talk about that part. So how did you know that Princess was the one and vice versa? It sounded like you knew from jump, but might have
Yeah.
took you a little
It
time,
took me.
Princess.
It took her a little time.
It took you a little time. It's okay.
It's too late. But see, here's the deal though. I knew she was the one after we started dating, right? Cause see, I was 26. I'm from Kansas City, right? So in Kansas City, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've done a lot in my life, my little short lifetime. Before I met her.
Yeah.
So I was pretty much ready to settle down. I had already been asking God for what I wanted. I wanted somebody that can sing. I wanted somebody that can actually cook.
Could burn in the kitchen, okay.
Hey, I'm old school.
Yeah.
My grandmother taught me old school.
Yeah.
I grew up with my grandmother in the house with me, so
Yeah.
it was a little different. So I kind of knew what I wanted. So when I met her, right, she had a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? When I met her in January.
He said it like,
But that didn't stop me from
boyfriend.
coming to the bank, kind of like every week to
Yeah.
see her. You know what I mean?
Every
So,
week.
when she went to the drive-through, that's when actually she helped me out that day, and that was the day that she actually gave me her number. Well, no, to the back. I actually gave her my number, but back in the day.
That is an
Say it right, though.
important detail, Brian.
Yeah.
You know.
I gave her my number.
Yeah.
But she called me the same day though, so it wasn't like
Okay.
So
I didn't call you the same day.
You did call me.
I did
See,
not
this
call
my
you
story.
the same day.
This my story, right?
See, this is
you're
the ad
adding-
lib you're talking
right,
about.
You're adding
This
stuff.
is
I
your
didn't call
truth.
you the same day. I called
Did
you
you
a
not
couple
call
of
and
days.
listen to my voicemail?
Brian, that was after. That was like
Did
when we
you not
started
call and
dating,
listen
though.
to my voicemail?
That was not
Okay.
when we.
But y'all
first
fell in
started.
love.
Yeah.
This-
I fell in
Fell in
love
love
first.
first?
I
Okay.
fell in love first.
Yeah.
You know.
What was it about Princess?
Oh man, when anybody is the first,
So that, oh
you know,
man,
that
that's
first,
so sweet, Brian.
It's that first appearance, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I knew about her before I even went to the bank, right?
Yeah.
So I knew about her from a friend of mine that actually used to ride the bus with her in the morning time when she would come to work. So we worked, like where I worked at was just maybe a mile down the street from where she worked.
Yeah.
So her and a friend of mine used to work. So I used to hear about this little light skinned girl up at the bank. So that's how I was like, well, I'm gonna go see what they talking about. You know, I'm curious now, you know. So when I get up to the bank, I see her.
Yeah.
Right. So I remember I was really this
Mesmerized.
No, I ain't saying all that.
Oh.
But I was like a deer in headlights.
Mesmerized.
Okay.
It's kind of like mesmerized, but I'm gonna give it to you, Brian.
That's kind of steep, right? So we're gonna say I was a deer in headlights,
Yeah.
right? So when I first saw her, I just kind of had to stand there for a minute, and then
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay. So back then I was like, wow, I got to get to know her. So how do I get her attention?
Yeah.
So that's why I used to sit and come to her in front of her every single week with 4 or 5 checks. See, back then they trust people.
Yeah.
You know. With
all these checks.
You can bring your coworkers
Yes.
checks down there and
Right.
cash all of them.
Like, no, this person needs to be here. You can't just be giving you
I know.
somebody
Exactly.
else's money. Yeah.
Exactly.
So that
Didn't check IDs or anything.
that
You
did
just-
seem a little
yeah, it's
suspect,
crazy.
but you know, we're gonna chalk that one up to the game. You know, it's one of those details.
Right.
But you eventually you got to the point where like I want to ask this woman to marry me.
Exactly. Well, that took a little time. So we met in May, and so
We met in
during that-
January.
We met in January, but we started really hanging out because she was still with her boyfriend even in May.
Yeah.
So you know, I had to swoop in, like thank God that I am. You know.
Yes.
So, but anyway,
You're
I swooped in
persistent.
and
I
stuff
like
and
it.
kind of
Very persistent.
pulled her away. You know, very I'm very persistent.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
when you see something you want, just like in life, you know, you see something you
Go
want,
after
you go
it.
after it.
Yeah.
Right. Until that person or that thing just tell you, no, I'm not the one for you. You know?
Right.
But she when from January, from May to December, I think I asked her to marry me December 31st. It was
After
at
Christmas.
my house.
Yeah.
Yep.
New-
December
Yeah.
31st.
New Year's
we
Eve.
had a small little New Year's thing at my house with my
that's
with my
New Year's Eve,
brothers
yeah.
and them, and she was there, and I asked her in the kitchen. Just me and somebody. I said, you gonna marry me? Will you marry me? She's like, no, I don't even know you. So I was like, we ain't got to get married right away, right? I mean, I'm the type of person, I want to get married, but yeah, I want to be engaged
Yeah.
for a year or 2 years
Okay.
and then get married, right?
Said no.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't
He
trying to
didn't-
get
he
married
didn't
next
know.
week.
I said no. You don't even know me.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, same thing. to
No.
me. We don't know each other.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
There was still
Right.
more time for it
Yes.
to develop.
Exactly.
We were only dating for probably like 3 months or something
three,
like
four.
that.
What? Hold up.
And he
Wait,
proposed.
pause.
Yes, I know.
Pause. Because I was like, man, it seems like this timeline. Okay, so you asked her to marry you in the kitchen on New Year's, and it's been 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, it's been
so you-
about 3 months that we were dating officially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, was this a ring? Was this like, hey, you want to marry me? Was this a ring? Was there a ring
No,
involved
no,
in
it
this?
wasn't ring.
Okay,
It
so
was
this
it was just a conversation.
it was just a con.
It
So
was
you were just trying to
conversation.
feel. He was just trying to fill it out.
Basically.
You were trying to see like
Basically. But
what
that's
she
what I
was
say.
trying-
But that's what I told her. But she's like, "No, you was really being serious about that." Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
being serious, but I was still feeling you out.
Right.
Right, because she had everything that I wanted. I mean, she would come to the house during that time. Because I had 2 kids that was here with me.
Yeah.
And she would come to the house. She would cook dinner for us. She would come over and we'll sit and talk. I hate to say this, but when I met you, right, she knew that. Okay, I told her up front, look, I don't have no lights at the house. Okay, I couldn't pay my bill for the lights.
Yeah.
Right. She came in and actually said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna help you out. She paid for my lights to get back on. And we've been together pretty much ever since. But she used to come over, she used to cook. I had one car, so I would have
Yeah.
different jobs that I would have to go to. I told you I was Jamaican earlier.
You did.
I had different
You
jobs
did.
that I had to go to. So she would take me to my jobs, keep my car, go pick up my kids from school,
Oh wow.
daycare, and bring
Okay.
them back to the house.
So you
And-
knew. That's why you knew. You said any woman who's gonna do this.
because most women, she didn't have any kids.
Yeah.
So most
Yeah.
women would be like, "No,
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You got 3 kids, dude. Really?
Like 3.
Yeah. Like, dude, really?
Yeah.
You don't really find women that are willing to give you a chance if you got kids.
Right.
So I have dated other women,
Yeah.
that immediately was like, no, I'm out. And then I met other women that I was like, no, you're not the one. I'm out.
Right,
You know?
right.
But at the same
Which is
time,
the dating game.
Exactly,
you know?
right? So, but at the same time, I fell in love with her probably within 6 months that I actually met her. I actually met her. So what we used
what I
to,
do.
That's how you do it.
really. Okay,
gotta
okay.
will
That's
'em
how we
in.
gonna. That's how we
You
gonna
gotta
take
will
this
'em
meeting.
in.
Okay.
It's like
okay.
this brother came with the checks. He was diligent.
She
He
saw
was
that
faithful
check.
in his desire. He's
was
feeling
very
you out.
faithful.
I was like, I'm feeling it. You
Yeah,
knew,
right.
like you said, you knew what you wanted. You were ready to settle down.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that don't know what they want, you know, and it's okay if you don't, that are kind of fishing, but you knowing what you wanted, probably even when you were a little like, oh, pump the brakes.
Yeah.
It's satisfying, you know, to have someone who's like, he really does want me. He really does want this. He really does want the family.